because it will probably be a bit confusing at this point. It just probably looks like a weekly vlog, which it kind of is, I guess. So from today onwards, I'm going to be picking up like my camera anytime I'm doing something that's my favorite thing, or if I want to show you something that's my favorite, or I'm eating something that's my favorite. So it's just going to be a video full of my favorites. So you would have seen this morning I went for a walk, which I'm really back on my walking schedule again, which I am loving. Then I read and I started a new book, which is obviously a favorite, like reading's my favorite in general, but starting a new book, there's just something so exhilarating about it. I love it. So I started The Survivors by Jane Harper, which I'm very intrigued to read because she was one of the first authors I read when I really got back into reading, and I haven't read one of her books in a few years now, so I'm excited to see if I enjoy it as much as I used to, because I finished Queen of Shadows last night. If you haven't read this series and you're really into fantasy, I would 1000% recommend reading this series, along with A Court of Thorns and Roses, but like ACOTAR, the series, but I would say that they're very different. Like, that's more like, I wouldn't say it's young adult, but it would probably be more appealing to younger adults, whereas this one I would say is more like serious, and like it's less about partnership and like sexual things, whereas ACOTAR is. But nonetheless, both series are amazing. I would 100% recommend this. It is probably one of my favorite series at this point in time. And then I read this morning, and then I journaled, which you would have seen, which journaling has really been a big part of my life for a couple of years now. I remember when I first started journaling, I was like, I don't know what to journal, but I have multiple journals. I have my 3 main journals that I use pretty much daily. One of them is not as often, but I will every morning do a to-do list. My favorite thing to do every morning is a to-do list. I need to do a to-do list, otherwise my brain just can't fathom everything I need to do. I have a habit tracker, so this has got like my mood. I rate my day out of 5. I say if I've worked out, how much water I've drank, how much sleep I've had, if I've got my period. It's just to track like everything that's been going on in my body, so I can look back on. Especially, it's really handy because I look back on what workouts I've done during the week, so I can keep track. And this one's more of like an actual morning journal. Like, I answer like questions like, how do you feel this morning? 3 things you're grateful for, 3 goals for today, a positive affirmation, then I answer a question. And then this one is just more of like a talking about my day. Something, if I only really write in it if something really bad or something really good has happened. I only really at the moment write in it if something really bad's happened, or I'm not feeling myself, or something sad. And I need to get in the habit of writing about good things too. Journaling is definitely one of my favorite habits that I've stayed consistent with, and I would say I'm the most consistent with journaling. And I also write in my 3-year journal, which you answer a question every day, and then you'll do the exact same question next year, and then the exact same question in 2027, like that. So it's a 3-year journal, which I really loved getting to this one this year. So they're the things I've done so far this morning. Because I read Queen of Shadows, after I read a book, I always write a book review. So I need to write my book review for Queen of Shadows. So I write my rating, how many pages, the author, the storyline, and my thoughts. So I'll do that. And then I need to do my scrapbooking for April. And also I need to write my reading journal for all the books I read in April. All the books I read in April. And then tonight I have netball again, which I won't be able to video this time unfortunately, but I do have netball. And yeah, and this is very fitting for this video because Mum bought me 2 mini Legos, flower pot Legos, that I could probably do later. And if you know me, you know I have such a love for Harry Potter. One of the best all-time, one of the best movies. Honestly, probably my favorite movies ever, I would say. And I got this. Mum bought me a little Hedwig little toy, and I just put it on a little thing, and it's gonna be coming with me on my bag. I've had a very good creative week this week, which I have 1000% needed, and like I have not been prioritizing that specific hobby like at all really, and I really needed to. But I had a really good week. I got a bigger canvas like you would have seen in the past video, and I painted that, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I really would like to do another painting this week. I'm thinking a book stack of my favorite books. Is that not more me than anything? I think so. I want to do that. But no, I'm just going to pick up my camera anytime I'm doing something that's a favorite of mine, or doing like show you a favorite of mine. I also need to edit my April wrap up and my May TBR video and upload that to YouTube. And me and Tabitha also did a Q&A yesterday for our YouTube channel. Also, because one of my favorite things is Lego, and I'm not just talking like actual Lego, like I don't care if it's like off-brand Lego, I love just anything like that. Me and Bodhi for Christmas got our face, and in the previous vlog you would have seen that we did half of it, but we actually finished it the other day, and my dad actually made a specific frame for it, and I felt very loved. Like, it's very thoughtful of him, and this is it. It's so cool. Like, I'm picturing like one day when me and Bodhi move out together, and this just hanging in like our lounge room or something, or like entryway or something. It's just such a good, thoughtful gift for us, I feel like, and I'm very thankful to his parents for this one. Also, let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. I did chop my hair. I did, and cutting my hair is honestly, it's part of me, and I've come to the conclusion that this length is very me. This is my length. I feel like I just don't know, like the other day I wasn't having a good time, and it makes sense because I got my period the next day, but anyway, I wasn't having a good time. I wasn't in the good mental headspace, and I was on my going through my camera roll, and this time last year I actually cut my hair this length as well, and I was just looking at it, I'm like, you know what, I want to cut my hair. And then the next day Lacey cut my hair. She's my hairdresser, so I cut my hair again, and I love it. Like, it's just so low maintenance, and I don't really need to do anything. I can have it out all the time. I just clip it up, or I do little cute little fun hairstyles, and I feel like it's just very me. And you know what else is very me? Stripes. I am obsessed with stripes lately. Obsessed. I got this shirt yesterday. I'm obsessed with stripes and short hair on me. I'm obsessed with looking like a tomboy, or like that kind of look. You know what I mean? And that is me to a T. Okay, so the problem I face with this bookshelf is I only have enough space. Like, every time I put a book on, I pretty much the next week will read another book in the series. So I have to rearrange my shelf so I can fit everything. So now I have to rearrange it so I can fit this. And obviously, my bookshelf's my fave. Duh. It's honestly my prized possession in this bedroom. So I'm going to make room for this now, and I'm going to have to figure out some way to fit it, because at the moment it's not going to fit. Look how pretty they are all together. See, this is my issue, because when I read the next two, I'm going to have to move these again. But that sounds like a problem for a later day. Printed for my scrapbook and reading journal. So the plan now, before I go to netball, is to cut all this out and start, probably do my reading journal first because it'll be quicker. So just start all of this, and yeah, I'm very excited. I've been waiting to do this for a while, but we didn't have ink, so I will let you see the progress as I progress. Firstly, you would have seen I actually did get a video. Tabitha filmed me one, but earlier I said how I needed to scrapbook and do my reading journal. I didn't get to scrapbook. I'll do that tomorrow, but I did my reading journal. So I just put all the books I read in April, and then I wrote down all the quotes from the books that I had highlighted. If I had highlighted any quotes, I just wrote them down. And then I did my May page and my May TBR. So nothing too elaborate. This isn't like, it's not like my prized possession. Like I'd say my scrapbook is like my prized possession. Like I would cry if I got burned, but this, not so much. I still enjoy it though. Now I'm going to do some retail therapy, which everyone loves, let's be honest here. Considering this is a favourites video, I thought I'd show you my favourite jewellery that I wear and like what I wear daily. The main jewellery I wear is rings. Rings is definitely the thing I love most. I actually was never a ring, like I've been a ring person for a very long time now, but I was never a ring person probably until like year 11-ish, I want to say, and then it's just progressively gotten worse, honestly. I always get called a magpie because I wear a ring nearly on every finger. I just love it. And I recently switched to wearing a few gold rings with silver. I love silver and gold together. That's honestly the best. I wear this bangle on my left wrist always. I don't really wear anything on this wrist. I'm not really the biggest necklace person. Like, I don't know why. I feel like it looks weird on my neck. I'll show you my everyday rings I wear. I wear this one, which I made in Bali last year with Bodhi. Yep, that's right. This one I got in year 9 after I looked after my cousins for work experience. This one Bodhi bought for me when we were in Queensland, this wave one, this wave opal. When we were in Queensland, he bought that for me. It's a surprise. And then this one I wear on this finger, and it was my grandma's ring, and I love it. It's gold and got this black stone. I love it. It's one of my favorite rings. So that's this hand. This hand, it doesn't really change, like, ever. These are like everyday rings I wear. This hand kind of switches up because I've got more rings that fit this finger. I wear this one on my thumb, which I got just given to me from my mum. Now this is where I'm going to switch it up today, I think. Instead of wearing this one on this finger, this one, which I actually randomly got from Crowell Castle. It's so strange, but it's never tarnished. It's like sterling silver. It's really good. And then I'm going to wear this one today. This butterfly one, which I got from my mum. If I don't wear this on this finger, I usually wear this one, which I found randomly. But I'm going to today wear this one, which Brady got me from this small brand for, I don't know why I got that for me actually. And then I would wear it, don't think I will today, but this is also a new favourite ring of mine, this one. It's just this gold one. Everyone says it looks medieval, which I'd have to agree. It's just very pretty and gold. This is the ring stack today. I want a pinky ring so desperately. I want a pinky ring, but my fingers are tiny as is, so I don't know how well a pinky ring's gonna fit. That's my little jewellery stack, nothing crazy. While we're talking and all, I thought I'd actually show you talk about some of my favourite reads at the moment. Reading is definitely all-time favourite hobby. Like, I would not be the person I am today if I didn't start reading again, and that's a fact. So I have spoken about some of these reads, but I'll talk about my favourite reads at the moment, and some of them as old ones I have. These are just like recommendations, really. The Notebook, literally, obviously, if you haven't heard of The Notebook, you've been living under a rock, but The Notebook is such a beautiful read. I like the movie, but I'm not like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with the movie. I'm obsessed with the book. Like, I want to reread it because it was like a first time read, like one of the books I picked up for the first time. Like, it's old, it's my mum's, like, I stole it. Yeah. My Dark Vanessa is really good. I would preface with a trigger warning because it's about a student-teacher relationship, but like it's her growing up and realizing what's wrong with it. But that was a really good read actually, and it's kind of embarrassing when I go, oh, that's like one of my favorite reads, because it's so like yuck. Really would recommend you to read that. When I first started reading, again, I was into a lot of true crime. Like, that's all I really read was true crime. Some of the ones I read that were really good were 10 Worst Serial Killers, that was really good. American Predator. The Sting, such a good book. You should read that one. That was like some of my favorites from 2022, so that's how you know they're old. The Last Thing He Told Me, though, was my first ever 6-star read. It was the first ever book I read, and I'm like, holy crap, I can't stop thinking about this. What is this feeling I'm experiencing? That was amazing. It's about a woman's husband who goes missing, and they're like, what's happened to him, and they just uncover a lot about his true identity and stuff. That's really good. Honeybee, it's a book that I did not expect to love as much. Like, I didn't really go into it thinking I wouldn't like it, but I went into it thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a nice, easy read, kind of. And it's about this young boy who's at the beginning of the book wanting to kill himself. And then this old man, he, like, stops him, and then they form this, like friendship between the two, and there's such a big age gap, but they form this friendship because they're both dealing with so many, like, sad things, and they both are wanting to die. Just such an eye-opening book. I feel like very good. Obviously, Fourth Wing is amazing. Like, that's the first fantasy book I think I ever read, and I'm forever grateful for that because now I'm obsessed with fantasy. It's my favorite genre. Fairy Tale by Stephen King. If you know me, I talk about this book a lot. I think the first Stephen King book I read, and I just wanted to read a Stephen King book because my mum's obsessed with Stephen King, and I'm like, I think I would really like Stephen King because I like the movies. When I read it, I was really into horror movies. Like, I found comfort in horror movies. That sounds so strange. Now I'm terrified of them. I really, honestly, that's one book I want to reread and see if I still enjoy it as much, because I think about it to this day, and I read that in 2023. I was still reading some true crime in 2023, but not as much. I was more into, like, self-help, honestly. I feel like in 2023, I really discovered the type of books I enjoyed. 2024, I really started getting to my genres. Like, I knew what I liked to read. I read a lot more fantasy. I dug a bit more into romance, but I realized I'm not really a romance girly, like purely romance. Like, I'll read fantasy with romance, but I like dragons, and I like magic, and I like fairies and like stuff like that. In 2024, I also got into a lot more childhood kind of YA books. I started reading Harry Potter. Harry Potter is just so good. Favorite Harry Potter books were Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I love that book. I heard a lot of people didn't like that book as much, but I loved it. I think it's because I love the uncle. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which I also didn't expect to love as much as I did, but I read that this year and that was amazing. A Quarter Mist in Theory from the Akatar series, which is the second book. I think it was my favorite book of 2024. It was amazing. House of Hollow, such an underrated book. It's an amazing book. It was about demons and things like that. I had never read a book like that, and I only read it because this YouTuber I watch, she read it and she's like, this is such a good book. The plot twist at the end of that book I still think about to this day. That book was incredible. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. That is my favorite romance book, and I didn't expect to love it as much. Never had read any of her other books, and now I want to purely because of that book. She has been the only author really that I'm reading a romance book and I'm going, yes, this is what I needed. I started reading the Throne of Glass series, which I talk about a lot on my channel. I've read now 5 of them, and I've rated 3 a 5 and 2 a 4.5, and I already know this is a 5-star series. I don't even need to read the rest of them. Like, there's 3 more. I don't even need to. I know it's a 5-star series. It's just such an amazing book series. I got into the Natural series, which is like the true crime, like Criminal Minds kind of vibe, which I talk about a lot. Amazing series. Again, would recommend it, especially if you're into true crime. I would say read it. I'm actually struggling this year so bad because I'm so dramatic. I'm not struggling at all, like at all. I haven't had any like books that I have not been able to stop thinking about. Like, I've had 5-star reads, but there's no book I've read that I'm going, oh my god, I can't stop thinking about this. And it's not like I give out 6 stars like very easily. I've only had like 6-star reads in the whole time I've read. I am craving more. Then it doesn't even have to be a 6-star, but if it, oh my, there's nothing I'm craving more than a book that I'm just like completely takes over my world. Like I can't stop thinking about. That's literally the feeling I've been chasing for months now. Like I haven't had a 6-star since 2023, and that was Fourth Wing. Anyway, that's my rant over. They're my favorite books, so I hope that gave you some recommendations if you needed them. But just thought I'd come in here and say that because I just really wanted to talk apparently. So yesterday you were seeing I was editing, but I was editing my April wrap up May TBR. So now I need to edit me to have another YouTube channel. We made a Q&A the other day, so I need to edit that. Because it's a favorites video again. I actually wear these headphones. These are my fave. Like I have a pair of Bluetooth, but these like little earbuds, but they're just the Skull Candy ones, and they're an investment for me. They're like $200 something. I got them like over a year ago now, probably like 2 years ago, and they're amazing. I love them. And I can't hear a thing, so even better. Into the shop, so I'll show you at the end of this kitchen. Like I said, a favorite, they need to sponsor me. So I went to Aldi's, and that's where those are from. And when I was there, I got some new graphic markers, and I also got a black and a white paint because they were only 95 cents. And I definitely needed more, but I thought I'd just get black and white for now because I always run out of black and white paint. So I got titanium white and Mars black. So I want to start like having a journal, like a sketchbook or something in my handbag, because I find whenever I'm at the beach or I've gone somewhere and I see something, I wish I had something to draw it like down on. So I just got this little mini sketchbook, and I got it specifically because it's good for paint. I'm sorry. With this, I actually got a mini watercolor half pan. So I got this, and it's just a half pan of watercolors. Just looks like that, and it's just perfect and little, and they both fit in my bag like this. And then, because I don't already journal enough apparently, I got a new journal because I don't like putting in my scrapbook like facts about myself or like lists and things like that, and I don't like putting that stuff in like my journal. I don't really have a journal like that for those things, but I would like to track those things so I can look back on them. Probably doesn't make any sense, but yes, I thought I'd decorate this as well in a minute. But that's my little haul, and I'm very successful. Now I'm actually going to make my May journal because I haven't, like my journal pages for May, because I haven't done that yet, and it's the 2nd, so I need to do that so I can journal in it tomorrow. Spoken. Well, because I haven't really done anything I'm enjoying. So today is my favorite day of the week. It is Sunday, and that means I get to clean my room. I get to just refresh for the week, and that is my favorite. So I'm just currently doing that. And yesterday we were saying I did my scrapbook, so that was really fun. So I did my April scrapbook. I finished that. Cleaning for today, and then I decided to finish my book, or at least try to, which thankfully I did end up finishing it. So I was reading The Survivors by Jane Harper. I'm disappointed. I think I went in too high hopes because multiple of other books I've loved so much, but this one just was a bit of a letdown. I rated it a 3. It wasn't the worst, but like the mystery aspect of it, like it's a whole mystery basically, and the mystery aspect of it, like who killed her, why is this lady gone, it was just kind of like boring, and like they were just repeating the same things over and over again, so I didn't really enjoy that. But now I need to pick another book, and arguably the best part of reading a book and finishing one book is you get to start a new one, and I'm excited. So this is the book I'm thinking. What We Saw by Aaron Hartzler. It's 321 pages, so I think it would be nice and easy to read. It's got big writing, which we love, and I've had this on my TBR another month, didn't get to it, have never heard anything about it. This has been one of my oldest books I own, so I'm excited to get to it. This is like another mystery, like whodunit, I think, and I believe this is based off true events. Yeah, so that makes me nervous, but I'll get to it. And now I'm gonna go for a walk because we love a walk. He's looking at me. Do you want to go for a walk? Yeah. So I'm gonna go for a walk now before sunset. The zoo, so I thought I'd vlog that bit because I love animals. I think that's the thing I love on this earth the most, obviously, and it just gives me such a big serotonin boost, and I'm so excited. Honestly, like the childhood me comes out at the zoo, and I love it, and it's just like I love the zoo. I really do. week and like doing everything I do at the beginning of a week. So I'm doing that right now, and I love doing this at the beginning of the week because it really just sets me up for a good week and I know what I'm doing. So at the beginning of the week, I usually look at my calendar or whatever and see what I have on that week. I do write my workout week out. So this is just so like I know what workout I'm meant to be doing each day, just so like I can stick to the plan kind of. But I have started doing that a few months ago, and I feel like it's very beneficial to me. I set up my to-do list for the week, so I just do this and write out all the dates, do my 3-year journal, I do my normal journaling, that just always happens. I have this 2025 planner, and it's a calendar at the beginning, which I need to write in this. And then it's just got a weekly spread where you write what you've got, and then you can write weekly goals and your to-do list and a dinner plan and everything like that. The last thing I do at the beginning of the week, because I'm a journal girl through and through, I have this journal, which is my reflection journal. And then at the beginning of each week, I will write like a page or however much about my past week. So I'll just write about like how I felt that week, what happened that week, like what good, what bad, everything like that. It's just a good way for me to like go back and like look back at what happened and maybe like understand more so why I felt certain ways. It's mainly just where I write what happened that week. I don't really go into my thoughts and everything because I have journals for that. I just started doing this year and I find it very therapeutic. Brody is back, so he'll be coming over shortly and I'm so excited. That's currently what I'm doing, and that's what I do at the beginning of every week. Speak.
No. So I just got back from Bali and I bought a bunch of random snacks. Some of them I've had before. These things.
Yeah.
I bought
taro net potato barbecue.
I know.
Dale. Enjoy.
No shot on.
What would you rate them out of 10?
10. Absolutely. They're like the perfect kind of snack. Alright then. What do you like? Do you like them?
I rate a 9.
They are.
These are great. Colour pandas. Mine wasn't.
Really?
I rate these ones specifically an 8 out of 10. What do you rate them?
Yeah, an 8. Or a 7.
Yeah, these ones are strawberry and they're
Yeah. Normal Pringles. But, I don't know, they taste a little bit different there. They didn't really make the chip.
I think they taste like different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have a different, they're not really that plain flavour we have.
Plain ones?
Life is never flat.
You know what else isn't flat?
The earth.
Yeah.
Did you try these?
Yeah, I've had these ones.
They don't smell good. They don't taste plain. Why do they taste like cheese and onion?
What are you doing now that you said it?
They're pretty good. I'd rate them a 7.
I would have given them an 8. I'd had them before, but I think I'm dropping it to a 7.
Spicy lime potato chips. Did you try these?
No.
They're really spicy.
Oh no, really?
Oh my god.
Not a fan.
It's really spicy. I'd rate them a 1. I don't even really like the flavour. Last but not least, Korean barbecue Pringles, I think. Did you try these?
No.
They're not Pringles. That's not even what I expected.
The fuck? Good.
The texture's strange.
That one didn't really taste like anything.
You think the texture's strange?
Not a fan.
I like them.
Holy
My
shit.
favourite is these.
They're my favourite.
So, he came over, we did that little taste test, which was fun. I thought I'd come on here because it's a favourites video. And he's my favourite person. And he got me new favourites of mine. He got me 2 rings, and a pair of shoes, so I'll show you. He got me these fake Samba Spezials, but I think they look pretty freaking good, if you do ask me. And I love Sambas. I have this pair, which I wear to death. He then got me these 2 rings. Sorry to flip you off. Which is super pretty. And I'm really into, like I said, into mixing gold and silver. I think it looks super cool, so he got me that one. And then he also got me this one, which I love. So yes, they're my new favourite. This is going to be a part of my new ring stack, which I'm very excited about. Doing, but when we went to the zoo, I took a lot of photos on my camera, which I generally only use my camera if I go places like a zoo or like on holiday or something, and I really need to start using it a lot more because it's so therapeutic to me, and it actually takes really good photos. I'll put some of the photos here that I just took, like got off my camera from the zoo. Anyway, so I was just doing that, and I love taking photos on my camera. Well, I have multiple cameras now. I have this one on my camcorder. But no, that was very therapeutic. So I'll show you some of the photos. And yeah, I just thought I'd give you that little spiel. I love Lego. This flower pot, 441 pieces. The thing with these ones is the pieces are like tiny. I'll show you first. 71 stops. Start it and see how we go, shall we? Thought I'd give you a little update of my day so far. So as you would have seen earlier today, this morning, I was starting a Lego. Got to step 8. That was literally, I got to that step and I was like, why is this so difficult? So that's just resting there for a moment, and then I went to like sausage shows and everything. But wanted to give you a reading update because the other day, like 2 days ago, I started What We Saw, and I've been saying I need a book that is just going to like give me that, you know, feeling like I need a 5-star. I do. I feel like we could be onto something here. Well, it's based off true events, and it's like about a young girl that accuses these 4 high school boys of SA, and it's just about that. And like this main chick in it clearly is believing this girl, but she's not really voicing it because everyone's against her, and like she's a part of that kind of group that the boys are from and stuff. And I just feel like if you can love a character so much and you can hate characters so much in a book, that is a great book. Because I feel like you're a great author if you can feel, like, make people feel that much about a character. And one girl in this book is infuriating. She's driving me insane. And I think why it's driving me so much insane is because the way this girl acts is very much how I know for a fact a lot of girls in real life would act if another girl was SA'd, but like they believe the boy, like kind of thing like that. I feel like this girl infuriates me so much because her opinions are just like the worst kind of opinions to have. Like, oh, what was the girl wearing? Like, it was about what she's wearing. Like, she deserved it. She went there. Like, if, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. She's just so frustrating. I've never hated a character more. But yeah, they're my thoughts so far. I'm over halfway through, so I'll probably finish it tomorrow. It's just a very good depiction of what would happen in the real world, especially at high school, I feel like. So I'm really enjoying it. Let's end this video by talking about my favorite songs at the moment, because I am the type of person that switches and changes between, like, I am a creature of habit. I love the songs I love, but I do switch and change my favorites after a while. So I thought I'd show you my favorite songs because I'm a music girly through and through, and I've got great taste and everyone should hear it. First off, Recipe by RC Drive, probably my favorite song by theirs. They're like a smaller-ish band. This song, classic, She's Always a Woman by Billy Joel.
And she can ruin your faith with her casual lie. But she's always a woman to me. Carelessly cut you and laugh while you're bleeding. It all on yourself, cause she's always a woman to me.
Such a banger. This next one, Harness Your Hopes, B-side by Pavement. I've been obsessed with it and I listen to it every day.
Harness your hopes on just one person. Made for one. Don't telegraph your path. Checking out the asses.
Oh Gemini by Role Model.
Hold it any harder on my end. Ooh, but without you, what am I? Oh, Gemini, please remember my name.
The Show by by Niall Horan is such a good song.
Hold tight, get ready for the ride. It was easy, nothing ever broke, everything was simple. How would we know? Have it low.
Love it. Male Fantasy by Billie Eilish. For starters, her voice is insane. Secondly, I just love this song.
I hate the way she looks at me, and that's all I think about. I worry this is how I'm always gonna feel. I know the deal.
Back on You by Joe. His latest album was insane.
I know my sisters for a lifetime. Count the lucky stars that I have them.
And just to be a better man, that's the truth.
I live my life down on the line
For you, that's the truth. Also by Joe, my second favorite's probably Gap Tooth Smile. It's so good. This one.
There she is.
Gap Tooth Smile. She's my killer queen. Charlie's Garden, also amazing. One more day in Charlie's Garden. Love that. This one's on TikTok, but I just love this bit. Skin by Dijon. So they're my favorite songs at the moment, and it changes pretty often. Like I'd say I have every month I have a new favorite, so I just love that about music. There's always something to discover and I'm down for the ride. So that's the end of my video, and I hope you enjoyed all my favorites as much as I did. Bye.